Alright, magandang araw muli mga ka-PTech. Ito po ang inyong PTech review program and narito na naman po tayo sa isang video that would allow you to prepare for the upcoming licensure examination for teachers. Ang ating pong pag-uusapan ngayong video na to ay ang ating session number 22, Inclusive Education. Let's start. By the way, ang atin pong discussan ngayon ay ang ating, of course, walang iba kundi ako po si Sir Willie, ang inyong lead trainer para po sa ating PTech LED Review Program. Kaya nga po, if you are going to explore our channel, ay makikita niyo po yung iba't ibang mga videos na i-prepare na po namin para sa inyo and properly labeled po ang mga ito. You just have to look into the particular area or subject that you would like to watch. Okay, so let's start with item number 1. A teacher has a student with a hearing impairment in her class. Which of the following strategies best supports inclusive education? Asking the student to sit in the back, providing written notes, exempting the student from oral activities, or assigning a classmate to answer questions for the student. If you are the teacher, ano po magiging sagot mo dito sa tanong na ito? Ang tamang sagot dyan ay letter B, no? Providing written notes and using visual aids to reinforce spoken lessons, no? Pagdating po sa inclusive education, and we are referring to the students with special needs, no? Nakakatulong, no, yung paggamit ng tinatawag natin na assistive technology. So in the assistive technology, no, we'll have a better discussion for that para mas malawak po yung idea natin when it comes to inclusive ed, no? Second question, which of the following best defines inclusive education? Educating students with disabilities in a separate room, integrating students with special needs, ensuring that all students, regardless of ability or background, learn together, or providing education only for gifted and talented students. What do you think? The answer for the definition ng inclusive education. Ang tamang definition po ay letter C, no? Now, we ensure that all students, regardless of ability or background, learn together in the same classroom. No? Kaya nga po marami tayong mga terms na ginagamit na in the inclusive education that would allow, no, the realization, no, of this view. Like say for example, yung tinatawag natin na mainstreaming, di ba? Yung paggamit ng mga terms na ganito. At sa ngayon nga ay talagang binibigyan na yung mas malawak na definition na ito at inilagay na nga into inclusive education. So that yung keyword doon is that learners, regardless of their ability or background, will learn together in the same classroom. No? Okay, in the DepEd, merong separate na DepEd order, no, para sa inclusive education. Question number 3. A teacher notices that some students learn better through hands-on activities while others prefer reading and writing. What is the best way to accommodate all learners? Assign only reading and writing tasks, use a variety of teaching methods, allow students to choose whether they want to participate in class or not, or D, teach using one method and expect students to adjust. All right, we're back. No? Karoon lang ng konting technical glitch, but we continue with this question on what is the best way to accommodate all learners on this particular instance. Babalikan lang natin ng konti yung tanong. A teacher notices that some students learn better through hands-on activities while others prefer reading and writing. So, ano yung pinaka-best strategy, no, na po pwede mong magamit dyan bilang isang teacher? Okay? Assign only reading and writing tasks, use a variety of teaching methods, allow students to choose whether they want to participate or in class or not, or teach using one method and expect students to adjust. Yeah, so the correct answer is letter B. Use a variety of teaching methods to cater to different learning styles. No? Ang tawag nga natin dito ay differentiated instruction that would allow the teacher to provide multiple types of activities but targeting a specific learning competency. So kung saan magaling yung bata, kung saan yung kanyang inclination ay ginugroup natin itong mga estudyante nito at nagbibigay tayo noong mga activities that would really suit yung kanilang kumbaga learning styles. No? Question 4. A student with dyslexia struggles with reading comprehension but excels in verbal communication. How should the teacher assess this student? A. Only use written test. B. Give the student extra time to read, but assess using traditional tests. C. Allow alternative assessments such as oral exams or recorded responses. Or D. Excuse the student from assessment. In the examination, it's very important to identify the main thought of the question so that you can directly link with that of the option. So in this particular case, you are referring to a certain condition. May dyslexia that struggles with reading comprehension pero magaling sa verbal. Kaya ang tamang sagot dito ay for number 4 is letter C. No? Allow alternative assessment such as oral exams or recorded responses. No? Ito yung nagpapakita sa atin that in the assessment, binibigyan natin noong importance, no? Even in the assessment ay naka-DI pa rin siya or naka-differentiated instruction pa rin yung ating approach. Question 5. Which of the following best demonstrates collaboration in an inclusive education? A teacher handling all instructional and support tasks alone, a general education teacher working with a special education teacher to modify lessons, sending students with disabilities to a different class for special instruction, or grouping students with disabilities separately from their peers. So, keyword, collaboration. Meron pang nadagdag na inclusive education. If that would be the case, the answer would be okay, you are correct if your answer is letter B, no? A general education teacher working with a special education teacher to modify lessons. No? Sa DepEd, ang meron na tayong tinatawag na dati is we have a collaboration thing. No? Ngayon ay merong term na gano'n. Ano? And then ngayon, ang ginagamit na natin ay yung tinatawag na collaborative expertise. No? So teachers are now really into collaboration in one way or the other na kung saan nagpapakita na ang ating mga teachers ay nakakapag-exchange ng kanilang mga expertise at nakakatulong sa pag-provide ng technical assistance sa iba't ibang mga co-teachers nila. Number 6, a parent expresses concern that their child with autism is struggling in a mainstream classroom. What should the teacher do first? Suggest that the child transfer to a special school, reassure the parent and ignore the concern, work with the parent, special education teacher and school staff, and D, remove class activities that might be challenging for the child. The correct answer for number 6 is obviously ikaw ay tama kung ang sagot mo ay letter C. No? You work with the parent, the special education teacher, and school staff to develop appropriate accommodations. Question number 7. The Department of Education promotes inclusive education in schools. What does this mean for teachers? They must ensure that all students receive equal opportunities. They should teach students with special needs separately. They should provide additional assignments to students with disabilities to challenge them, or they must lower expectations for students with disabilities. Ang tanong na ito ay may kinalaman din doon sa naunang tanong that has something to do with the definition of inclusive education. So our answer here is letter A. No? They must ensure that all students receive equal opportunities to learn regardless of ability or background. So ngayon nga ay nagkaroon na nga ng inclusive education na tinatawag, in which all learners, no, ay hindi na, even in the public school, no, ay hindi na po pwede tayong magsabi na hindi ka pwedeng pumasok in this particular school dahil nga may disability or what, because teachers are trained, no, to accommodate, no, all different types of yung mga disabilities at puspusan, no, yung pagbibigay ng training nila para dyan. Number 8, a school is designing its inclusive education policy. Which of the following should be a key priority? Creating separate classrooms, ensuring that students' teaching materials and assessments are accessible, admitting only students who meet academic requirements, or exempting students with special needs from assessment. So, inclusive education policy, ano daw ang magiging priority? You are correct if your answer is letter B, no? Ensuring that teaching materials and assessments are accessible for all learners. Yung term na accessible ay hindi lang ito nagre-refer doon sa physical access, ano? But in terms of how the different learners, no, will be able to navigate, no, yung pagbibigay sa kanila ng mga teaching materials and assessment materials. Ibig sabihin, binibigyan natin sila lahat ng opportunity to show, no, yung kanilang level of learning. So sino may responsibility to provide yung mga suited materials na yan? It will be the teacher. No? Number 9, which of the following is an example of bias in an inclusive classroom? Assigning leadership roles to all students, regardless of ability, assuming that students with disabilities cannot achieve high academic performance, providing additional support, or using technology to support diverse learning needs. For number 9, you are correct if your answer is letter B, no? Assuming that students with disabilities cannot achieve high academic performance. Sabi nga nung label ng tanong na ito, it has something to do with the stereotyping. No? Hindi po nakakatulong itong stereotyping na ito, lalong-lalo na po sa pagbibigay ng yung welcoming atmosphere, no, para sa ating mga students with disabilities. It's not only for that particular aspect, but in terms of the concept of the gender and development, ay hindi rin nakakatulong yung paglalagay pa ng ating mga stereotype na tinatawag. Ano ba yung mga iba't ibang klase ng stereotyping na yan? That boys are different from girls, that boys are kayang gawin itong mga bagay na ito at hindi naman kayang gawin ng mga girls na. So if you try to label yung mga ganong mga work-related or task na yan based on their gender, then nagkakaroon na nga ng gender bias na tinatawag. Stereotyping yan. Okay? A teacher wants to foster an inclusive classroom environment. Which of the following strategies should be prioritized? Encouraging peer support and collaboration, allowing only the teacher to assist students with disabilities, limiting participation of students with disabilities in group, or giving special treatment to students with disabilities by making all tasks easier. Keyword, fostering inclusive classroom environment. Kaya ang sagot natin dito ay letter A, no? Encouraging peer support and collaboration among all students. Okay? So, yan po yung mga 10 basic questions po natin dito sa konsepto ng inclusive education. We'll have more sa mga susunod pa po na mga videos natin. Kaya we encourage po ang lahat na please like and share. Yung pag nakita niyo po yung ating video, ay i-share po natin, no, para mas marami pa tayong ma-reach at marami pang matulungan ang ating channel through these different review videos. Okay, with that, maraming salamat mga kapitek, and see you sa susunod pa nating mga videos. Good luck, and I know, no, darating yung time that you will all become licensed professional teachers. Maraming maraming salamat.